Republican Keith Self represents the 3rd Congressional District of Texas in the 118th Congress and is one of its nearly 80 new House members. He told C-SPAN about the influence his parents had in shaping his conservative values, lessons learned from his failed House campaign from 20 years ago, and the significance of the military pins he wears beside his congressional pin on the House floor.
Those are my master parachutist wings from the U.S. Army. I had about a decade in airborne infantry and special forces units, and very proud to wear that in Congress.
And what is a parachuter?
I'm sorry?
What is a parachuter? What did you do?
Jumping out of an airplane is more fun than the law allows. So I served in airborne infantry units with the 82nd Airborne Division, and I was a detachment commander and a company commander in special forces with the 10th Special Forces.
What do you think it says about you that that's the type of military career that you pursued?
I love adventure. Real simple.
And tell us about some of the adventures you had.
Oh, goodness. It's just a lot of fun, all the way from small drop zones with special forces into the large drop zones at Fort Bragg. Exercises are fun, and it's just a fun way to get to work.
You were deployed in many different areas, correct? How many different parts of the country or the world did you see?
Well, deployments are combat deployments, or into combat zones. So that would have been Grenada, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Qatar for Iraqi freedom. I also served overseas for another decade in places like the embassy in Cairo, Egypt, the European Command in Stuttgart, Germany, NATO military headquarters in Mons, Belgium, and then Central Command for Afghanistan and the Gulf.
When did you become interested in running for public office?
I actually ran for Congress back 20 years ago. In the interim, I served for 12 years as the county judge, which is the elected chief executive, sort of, for a county of about 1 million people in Texas.
So you ran 20 years ago. Why did you run then? Why did you run 20 years later?
Oh, because I had been in the embassy in Cairo and I saw the Codels come through. And then when I was in the Pentagon, I served over in the old executive office building in the White House, spent some time there. I wasn't serving there. And I got to know some congressmen, and frankly, I realized it's not rocket science. So I thought that you just had to believe something and be able to articulate it. Left, right, really doesn't matter. Believe something, be able to articulate it.
Where do your conservative roots come from?
Probably my parents. I think that's my parents and my Christian faith, I think, are the basis for my conservative views.
And what did they teach you about conservatism?
Oh my goodness! It's the hard work. It's the American dream. It's doing what you want to do and doing it with all your heart.
Some of our C-SPAN viewers may recognize you. You were part of history recently at the beginning of this 118th Congress.
I was.
One of several Republicans who did not vote for Speaker McCarthy. Can you tell us why?
I voted for the rules package. That was the only way we were going to get to the rules package that we have. We have a very strong rules package, and rules determine how Congress acts, how we operate, what we do. So that was my goal, because we need to get past the regime of the past, the iron fist that this Congress has been under for the last 2 years. We need to get to where people like me, I'm not going to be in leadership, I'm not going to be a committee chairman, I'm just going to be a member of Congress. I need to be able to have input. I need to be able to give amendments on the floor. I need to be able to have a say in this greatest legislative body in the world.
What committees will you be on?
I'll be on Foreign Affairs and Veterans Affairs.
And why are you pleased with those two assignments?
I think they're two committees that I can contribute to fairly quickly. I look forward to learning, because obviously I'm a freshman, but I will learn and I will work hard, and I think I can contribute.